Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to a plant haul. Today I'm going to be hauling for you guys all of the plants that I received or purchased in April and May. So it's going to be a plant haul for the last 2 months. With the exception of the begonias that I unboxed here on my channel with you guys from Steve's Leaves and Etsy, I'm going to be sharing every single begonia that I own with you guys very soon in an upcoming begonia care video. So yeah, I'm going to show you every single begonia in my collection, so I want to save those for that, and I don't want to be repetitive, you know what I mean? I do have quite a few plants you guys have not seen yet, and I'm really excited to share them with you. We'll start with my most recent purchase. So I actually picked up this beautiful little begonia a few days ago at my local greenhouse. It's not even local, it's like 40 minutes away or something, but we were in the area and I hadn't been there yet this year, so I wanted to just stop by, swing in, see what all they had. Now, this place specializes in outdoor plants mostly, but they do have one entire greenhouse dedicated to houseplants. And they have more succulents and things like that, but they also have a pretty nice collection of begonias for sale. And their prices are amazing. This nursery is called Freed's Greenhouse. I came across this beautiful little begonia and I could not resist. I think she was around $4, $4.99 actually. And right here's the price tag. Okay. So this begonia is called Begonia Lady Francis Pink. Begonias with these types of leaves are often referred to as a wax begonia for obvious reasons. I mean, come on, look at these leaves, guys. So beautiful. This also reminds me of the beefsteak begonia, which is really high on my wish list. I love that one. I mean, if you look at the leaves, they're just so leathery and shiny and smooth. And definitely waxy. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting begonia for sure. And they have these really, really beautiful dark leaf with this lime green veination. I think it's so pretty. And then the blooms are really cool as well. The blooms are actually doubled up and they come in these little clusters that almost look like little tiny baby roses, I think, and they're so pretty. And I've actually already knocked off several blooms on accident just by admiring this plant, but I love it and I think it's a really, really interesting one, and I'm so glad I picked it up. So this is the only plant that I actually picked up from Freed's, though they did have string of dolphins and they had some really, really awesome giant hanging baskets of some type of jungle cactus. I'm not sure what it was exactly, but it was beautiful for only $7, and I was very tempted to pick one up, but I don't have room for anything that big until we move. So the next begonia I wanted to share with you is another one of my favorites and another one that I've been on the hunt for quite a long time. So this is Begonia Pavoneena, I think is how you pronounce it, and this begonia is known because whenever you shine a reflective light on the leaves, it does have that really beautiful shiny blue iridescence. So I couldn't get this plant initially, so I ended up going with the Begonia Taco Night, which resembles Pavoneena quite a lot. It actually has even more of a blue shimmer, a blue iridescence when in the right lighting than the Pavoneena, I believe. It's so beautiful. I'm so glad I got it. And then shortly after I received that one from Steve's Leaves, I was able to get this one off of eBay, I believe. And yeah, I don't order from eBay much, guys, but I have a couple times lately. I've just had a lot of bad experiences with eBay. I prefer Etsy, but that's just me. But this was a good turnout. So the Begonia Pavoneena has paper thin leaves. Like, they're super, super thin. So it really wasn't a surprise whenever this plant arrived. It had tons of holes like this and all of the leaves and lots of crisping. I did remove most of those leaves. I've had this in my home for about a month now, and most of the leaves that you're seeing now are all new growth. They're all new leaves. Look how beautiful they are. So this plant has put off quite a few new leaves in a very short amount of time, and I'm so proud of it. It's so pretty. I love it. Look at this new little baby leaf down here. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? This one's new too. And we have more new growth coming in the pot, as well as a little hitchhiker here. See that little guy? And I think this plant looks so cute in this little ceramic polka dot planter. The next begonia that I wanted to share with you is this Rex hybrid of some sort. I'm not sure what the name of this begonia is. I just know that it's a Rex hybrid. I got it from Lowe's for like $3. Now, I'm not really super into the Rex varieties at this time. I do love many of them. I have a couple, but I've pretty much been growing only Rex and cane type begonias for the last year, almost a year and a half. So I've kind of expanded into the more rhizomous types of begonias. But whenever I seen this beautiful plant at Lowe's, I could not resist bringing it home because it doesn't look like your typical Rex begonia at all. If you take a closer look at the leaves, they're almost ruffled. There's no almost to it. They're ruffled. It's a ruffled leaf and it's so pretty the way it stands. I just love it so much. The base color of the leaf is this beautiful plum purple. It's very deep. It's so pretty. And then on the leaves we have kind of like a lighter purple, like a pastel purple and silver speckling. And then what's really cool is if you flip the leaf over on the back sides, it's completely different. The back sides are green and red. I love how the fronts and the backs of the leaves are so different. I think that's really neat. And I have potted it up in this super adorable red patterned ceramic planter that I picked up from Lowe's as well, and I just think it looks really, really nice. The last begonia that I'm going to be sharing with you in this haul is one of my favorites, no doubt about it. And I just had a brain fart and cannot remember the name of this, but I will put it on the screen. It starts with a C. This begonia is so cool, guys. I've wanted this for quite a long time. I finally got one for a really reasonable price. I actually got this off eBay as well. Very happy with this order. I've had it now for probably a month and a half, and I love it. It doesn't even look like a begonia, right? This almost reminds me, just by the leaf shape and texture, of the Pilea peperomioides. I just think it's such a fun begonia. So you've got these round disc shaped leaves with that really awesome red bullseye dot right in the middle of the leaf, and then some pretty striking but subtle veination. And then if you look at the stems are so interesting to me because they're hairy but they're also succulent. Does that make sense? So they're like kind of thick and succulent, but there's the most fine amount of fuzziness. I don't even know how to say it, but it's very cool, and I love the way the petiole meets the leaf. I just think it's such an awesome funky begonia. There's tons of new growth on it. All of these smaller, lighter leaves are new, and there's more coming in the pot. It's just so fun. Now for this one, I will say I do allow it to dry out more than I do any of my other begonias. I found that it seems to do well that way. It likes that. I just kind of assumed whenever I first seen it that it would appreciate a little bit less water than other varieties of begonia because of the succulent leaf and also this really thick stem. And it seems to do well. It doesn't, whenever I let this begonia dry out, it doesn't throw a fit and drop leaves and faint and all of that. So I love it so much. I think anyone who is a collector of begonias and you like funky, different, interesting types, this one's for you. So now let's move on to Hoya. I only have 2 Hoya to share with you guys. I have shown these in previous videos, but I haven't actually hauled them. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised that there's only 2, but I did get several like the month before that you guys have already seen. So this is my Hoya Australis that I featured in my favorite trailing Hoya. And I love it so much, guys. Hoya Australis is even more beautiful in person. I love how some of the tendrils stand and some of them are laying. I love how wonky and wild they get. I love the leaf. It's really simple, but it's still really beautiful, and it's just a beautiful plant all around. It seems like it's going to be a pretty fast grower. I do have a smaller Hoya Australis that I've had for quite a while now, but I really wanted a full pot, so I seen this on Plantarina for 25 bucks and snagged it. I'm so glad I did. The Hoya Australis Lisa is really, really high on my wish list. Hopefully one day, but for now I'm just really enjoying this one. I think it's so beautiful and I love her. The next Hoya I'm gonna share is actually from my recent plant swap with Sarah from Peanuts Plants. She sent me this absolutely beautiful rooted cutting of Hoya Chelsea. I love it so much. I do not have this plant and I have been wanting it. And she sent me a really generous cutting. And like I said, it's already rooted. So thank you so much, Sarah. I love her. I think she looks absolutely adorable in this little ceramic pot. I love the dimples on the leaves. I also love how chubby the leaves are. They're just so cute. I'm really excited to have this Hoya Chelsea in my collection, and I cannot wait until it starts growing for me. Okay, so now we are getting to the plants that are in a genus of themselves. So there's only one of these plants in the haul. But forgive me, I have no idea how to say this, but this is really funky, really cool Peiper marcipiferum. Marcipiferum. No idea how to pronounce it. I will put the name on the screen, but it's so cool, guys. I love this plant so much. I have found that this is my first Peiper in my collection ever, and I have found that it does prefer to stay a little bit more on the moist side rather than dry. It doesn't like to dry out. If it dries out, I will get like some damage or some yellowing on a leaf or two. It also likes pretty high humidity. The higher the better. So I do have it sitting over with my tropical plants by the humidifier, and it's doing really well. All of these little leaves are newer. So these leaves do come in smaller and then they gradually over time grow bigger. I don't know, I'm just obsessed with this Peiper. I definitely think I want to get more. Yeah, I love the shape of the leaf. I love the texture of the leaf so much. It just feels so cool. It's so bumpy and I don't know, it has like abs. I feel like it has abs. And then the back sides are actually semi-hairy, which is just really interesting. I don't know, I think it's a really cool plant. I've really been enjoying having it in my home. The next plant deserves a proper introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, may I please introduce to you for the first time ever on my channel, the one, the only, Rafa de fora de Carceba. Okay, but for real, guys. This is the first order that I've kind of hinted around about from NSE Tropicals. I did not do an unboxing. I did like a close-up, sped-up version on Instagram, but that's about it. So this is my very first time ever ordering from NSE. A friend of mine, Alex from Beantown Houseplants, actually let me know because I've been trying to catch a restock on NSE for over a year now. She got one and she let me know they had some more in stock. So I head over and this was my Mother's Day plant that I picked. So it's absolutely beautiful. When I opened the box, I about freaked out because I was expecting something like this. The plants that they had advertised were around $50 and it was the juvenile leaves only is all it showed. When I opened it, it had, from my hand down, it had all of these leaves. So it had these three massive, very mature leaves. And oh boy, I was so excited. I will say, since I purchased mine, she has upped the price to I think $70 or $80 now for this plant. I don't know if that's because it's the more mature version and she was carrying the juvenile. I have no idea, but what I paid, I'm so happy. It was so worth it. So whenever I unboxed it, this leaf here was rolled up and poking out of the stem, and over the next week or so of it being in my home, it unfurled this beautiful leaf here, and then recently it put off this leaf, which I love. It hasn't hardened off yet, but look how beautiful. And then we do have another leaf poking out here on the way. Judging by how fast it's already seems to be growing in my home, I would say that it's probably a really vigorous, fast grower like its cousin, Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. And so far it seems to be relatively easy as well. This big guy is getting medium indirect light, and I let it dry out completely. I did repot it into this really cute blue ceramic pot, and I just think it looks so good. I also have him attached to this cocoa core pole. This is my new Rhaphidophora decursiva, and I love him. You guys may have seen this in an unboxing, but I figured I'd do a little update. So this is my cutie patootie little Peperomia rosso that I got from Etsy. from the potted elephant, and he's doing really, really good. As you can see, he's blooming, and I just have him potted up in another really adorable ceramic planter, and I think he looks really good in it. I think the color contrast is... So there's this cutie. I figured I would give you an update. Here is my new baby, my Philodendron Brantianum, or Philodendron Brandy. She is absolutely gorgeous. I love her so much. This was my second purchase from NSE. I actually got an email notification. I was on the wait list for this plant. I got an email notification that it was in stock. There was one left, and you bet I grabbed it. I'm so glad that I did. The price on this also went up though, so sucks, but I will say this plant did have some yellowing of its lower older leaves within the days after arriving, but I removed those and it's doing really, really well. I did take a piece off. I took a cutting and sent to Sarah, and it's still really full. I was able to send her like a decent cutting and still have a full plant, so that's really cool. And you know, once it grows more and bushes out some more, I'll definitely take more cuttings to send to more friends, because I just want to share the plant love. But I just wanted to show you that she's doing really, really well, and I have not repotted her yet just because she was so stressed out when she got to me from transit. I didn't want to throw her into shock or anything any more than she already was, but I will be repotting her soon. She's just kind of in this ceramic planter because she's really top heavy. I'll go ahead and show you this one as well. This is the Calathea fasciata that I unboxed from Plantarina when I unboxed the Brandy. Little update. She's doing real, real good. She's real, real cute. She unfurled this leaf after I got her. Somebody in the comments said that the new leaves on her look like little cinnamon sticks, and I think that's so accurate. So now every time I look at the new leaves, I'm like, oh, a little cinnamon stick. I just want to like munch on it, or like, I don't know, maybe not munch on it, but you know. So she's putting off another leaf here, a leaf here, and there's another one right here. So, oh, and there's another one inside. Whoa, 1, 2, holy crap. At least 2 more inside the pot. Wow, I didn't even notice that. So I would say she's doing real, real well. I didn't repot her either yet. She's just sitting in this cash po. I think she looks really nice. I'm not going to repot her until she absolutely needs it, because she's in a good soil mix from Plantarina and she's doing well. So why fix what's not broken, you know? I love this girl. I'm also very happy to have her. Okay, so if you guys watched the plant swap between Peanuts Plants and myself, I'm not going to show you all of the plants that I got. You can go back and watch that video if you're curious, but I'm going to show you a couple because we did our first initial swap, and if you remember, she, the angel that she is, sent me this adorable baby Alocasia Fryedeck that she took off of her mother plant, and I love it, guys. It's doing so well. I've been checking on this like every day to make sure that, you know, the leaf wasn't gonna die and that it was doing okay. I don't let it dry out too much. I'm just like, I treat it like my little baby. But I just actually noticed yesterday, look guys, because Sarah was kind of afraid that this little guy might not make it because he's just so young and he's not a fully established plant yet. So she was kind of concerned that I might lose it. Sarah, if you're watching, look girl, he's doing good and he's actually putting off a new leaf. I cannot believe it. After Sarah seen my initial reaction unboxing this plant, we decided to basically do like a second swap. We'd both gotten a new plant that we wanted to send the other a cutting of or a piece of. So I sent her a piece of my Brandy. She seen on one of my videos that I already had the particular plant she was wanting to send me. So I told her, you know, oh, that's fine. Like, thank you so much for thinking of me, but don't worry about it. Like, I want to send you another package just because I want to share the love. Don't feel the need to send me anything else. Like, you've done more than enough, right? Guys, so a few days ago, I got her second package that she sent out anyway. Look what this girl went and done, guys. You're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it, but look what Sarah went and done. I am so undeserving Look at this. So beautiful. Sarah seen how happy I was to get that baby fry deck, and she said she had 2 of these. She literally uprooted her alocasia fry deck, packaged it up excellently, and sent it to my home. And here it is, and I can't believe it. It's perfect. I love it so much. But I told her, like, the baby's doing fine. You did not have to send me this. I'm just so thankful and appreciative of you, Sarah. You're such a good friend to me. Not to mention everything else you already know. I love you. So now I have a baby alocasia fry deck and a full plant. I have the mother plant as well. So when Sarah sent the fry deck, she also sent some beautiful philodendron micans, which I've already potted up. I will show you guys soon in a plant tour. I potted it up with my micans. I love it so much, but she also freaking sent me this full Hoya macrophylla variegata. And I was about to just leave this and the fry deck in the box, scribble my name off, put her address on it, and send it back, because I was afraid that she sent me her full plants. She told me she does have another fry deck, and she has more of this plant. She just kind of separated it and sent me this. I love her so much, guys. So I do have a smaller macrophylla that it's one vine as well, but it doesn't have as many leaves, and I think I'm going to pot it up on this side of the pot and then put the U-shaped trellis in, and I'll have this one going up one side and my other one going up the other side. I think that'll look really nice, but for now it's just this guy. I love it so much. It's so beautiful. This is one of my favorite Hoyas of all time. I love it. Thought I'd give you a little update on this guy. So this was from our first swap, another plant that I was just so excited about, and this is the Scindapsus pictus exotica that I've been wanting for a really long time. I was so happy to get this. I couldn't believe it. It was already rooted, so I was able to just go ahead and pot it up, and I think it looks really good. It's doing so well. It's doing great. These were newer leaves when I got it, and they even handled transit excellent. There was no casualties with any of the plants that she sent me in either shipment. Look, the first signs of new growth. So she's putting out a new leaf. That must mean she's pretty happy, which means I am happy. Yay! I can't wait till this starts cascading and spilling out the pot. It's just so beautiful. Okay, so I accidentally knocked this plant off the table and it came out of its pot. But this is going to be the only cactus in this haul. I really don't buy cacti and succulents unless it's something that really catches my eye. Like, it has to have something about it that draws me in, something unique, whatever it may be, for me to purchase it. And I picked this little cutie up at Lowe's because just look at it. It's so just awesome. It looks so cool. So it's this dark green, and then it has these white spines. So this is living under my grow light. Since putting it under my grow light, can you guys see that? It's putting out these red spines, and it looks so cool all around the top of the cactus. Those weren't there before I put it under my grow light. I don't know if it's putting out red spines or if they're just turning red due to the light, but I think it looks freaking sweet, and I am curious to know if it's gonna turn red all over or just there on top. Either way, it looks super cool. I wish it would focus, and I'm really digging it. Just look at that. Doesn't that look so cool? Oops. So this cactus definitely caught my attention, and it says silver ball Notocactus scapa. Notocactus scapa. Something like that. I don't know. I'm not good with succulent and cacti names, but I need to repot it. It's still in the pot from Lowe's, really yucky soil. So I'll probably do that soon, but I just think it looks really cool. I really like it. I love funky and unique looking cacti. He's a cool dude. I think that's everything, guys. I think. Aside from all of the new begonias that I unboxed with you guys. And like I said, I'm doing a begonia care video and I will be showing you guys every single begonia I have in my collection. I'm so excited for that video, so I want to save those for that video just so it's not repetitive, you know. That's all I have for you guys for this haul. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really quickly, I wanted to give a huge shout out to all of my new subscribers. I know I've gained quite a few of you recently, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching my content. Thank you for deciding to stick around and subscribing. It means the world to me. You guys are amazing, and just thank you. Bye guys.